Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Virtual Wrestling Federation's Breaking Point pay-per-view. We are now starting our first match of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Kansas City, Kansas, Lotus. And introducing his opponent from Dudleyville, Gangster Madison. Gangster Madison, still relatively new here in the Virtual Wrestling Federation. Showed up shortly after our last pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber. Gangster Madison, of course, has aligned himself with the Dark Legion, part of DB Black's stable here. Getting his first pay-per-view match here and going. As we know, this will be Lotus's second pay-per-view match after making his debut at the Elimination Chamber. This will be our first regular match of the evening's pinfall submissions. And here we go. Gangster Madison taking the early advantage with a kind of a flying forearm there. Locking in a head scissors here. Lotus looks to quickly escape from that. A shove off by Madison. And a headbutt by Madison. Nice flip by Madison there. Madison definitely taking the early advantage here in this phase. Oh, but Lotus with a counter. Oh, Madison not having any of that. Lotus going right back at it. Irish whip outside the ring. Oh, but a vicious punch by Madison and climbing back in. Sit down powerbomb. Lotus with a counter. Oh, but Madison with a counter now. Nice belly to back suplex by Madison. Looks like Madison may be going for a pinfall here. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Not even close to the 3 there. Madison going back to work. Lotus with a nice counter with a punch there. Lotus with kind of a float over DDT. Lotus has to be relieved that his father is back. Dave, the cameraman who was missing alongside Jess, the interviewer, Kid Nikki's manager. Still haven't really found out what's going on with those two, where they were. Maybe we might get some more information in tonight's broadcast. Maybe next week. We'll kind of have to wait and see. I know that Kid Nikki at one point had thought maybe DB Black and his Legion were behind it. DB Black, of course, said he had nothing to do with it, but was very much happy to help Kid Nikki look because he was afraid of his own manager being disappeared. And a lovely little counter there by Lotus. Oh, but Madison with another counter. Neck breaker. So at this point, you'd assume you would... Oh, and an RKO by Madison. Hurricane Rana by Lotus. Oh, Lotus is busted open. Still looks ready to go, though. And another neck breaker by Lotus. You got to think that loss of blood is going to eventually take its effect on Lotus. Get a little woozy, maybe hard to stand up after things. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. Not sure. Lotus maybe looks a little wobbly. Oh, attitude adjustment. That is a finisher, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. And we do have our first winner of the night. Gangster Madison with the 1-2-3 after the attitude adjustment. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via pinfall, representing the Dark Legion, Gangster Madison. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our second match of the evening. This contest is a tables match. Introducing first from Alabama, Bruce Chainsaw Hunter. Chainsaw noticeably has his wife Sally absent this evening. Do believe with the table match and possibly with some of the things that had happened before with the Toril match and the accidental grab of Sally. Maybe Chainsaw having her stay back this evening, kind of keep everyone safe here. Of course, you know, a table match, the winner is the first one to put their opponent through and break a table. Table breaks on its own, of course, not an ending to the match, as we saw in the only other table match we've had here in the VWF. Seeing the commentators that actually aren't doing anything this evening. And now, introducing his opponent from the Garden of Eden, Mr. Apocalypse. Mr. Apocalypse, another one of the new competitors here in the Virtual Wrestling Federation. Sorry, stumbling over my words there. Apocalypse, just like Gangster Madison, also a member of DB Black's stable, part of the Dark Legion. Should be quite an interesting matchup between these two. Chainsaw, of course, you know, for a while, not on a big win streak. Then kind of in the Royal Rumble, eliminated Whirling Dervish. And kind of has proceeded to step up his game since then. Had a one-on-one match with Dervish. If you go look at the past highlights, you would see several whips into the steps and to the apron on Dervish by Chainsaw. Very vicious. So we'll look to see if he can do that same amount of devastation tonight to Apocalypse. Unfortunately, right now, it looks like Apocalypse has got the upper hand with the knees to the chest. Oh, but Chainsaw with a counter and finally taking some initiative. Apocalypse shoving him off, though. Chainsaw with a punch to the head and a club to the back. Gotta imagine Chainsaw is more than just a little pissed off about all of those knees. He kind of a little bit repeated there. See how quickly tables actually come into play in the match. See, they may keep them going for a while and just keep them on the outside. Clothesline, looks like it connected. It's hard to tell. It almost looked like it missed, but Chainsaw did go down. Chainsaw with another counter there. And now laying into Apocalypse, but Apocalypse countering that and laying into Chainsaw himself. It looks like we may have our first table coming into play. Apocalypse going to the outside, bringing the table into the ring. Oh, and a vicious clubbing by Apocalypse here. Let's see, Apocalypse is picked up the table. Is he? No, not setting it up. Just pounding Chainsaw with the table now. And you have to imagine that has got to hurt the back and the midsection. Apocalypse finally got the table set up in the corner. I'm expecting we'll see an Irish whip here. No, we are not. Nice counter into a belly to back by Chainsaw. Let's see, Chainsaw maybe going for a little bit of a head wrench here. Maybe trying to wear his opponent down. Vicious elbow counter there by Apocalypse, but Chainsaw back with the punches. This looks to just be a slugfest between these two. Definitely not a technical match this evening. Oh, Apocalypse whipping. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, out of nowhere, a spear into the table by Apocalypse. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen. And ouch! Mr. Apocalypse is your winner, and he looks to be a little wore out after that. What a match, ladies and gentlemen, and that surprise came from nowhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for match number 3 for the Breaking Point pay-per-view. This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from parts unknown, usually residing in the boiler room, it is Helldrifter. Quite the entrance from Helldrifter there. And now introducing his opponent from Moscow, Russia, Sergeyevich. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready and set to go for this match. Looks like tonight we have here for the battle of the super heavyweights between these two. Maybe kind of wondered, should this match have been at the end of the night? Will the ring be able to withstand the sheer amount of force that these two are going to generate against each other? Sergey looking like he's having none of that from Helldrifter with a vicious counter into a headbutt. Ooh, and a nice elbow by Helldrifter in return there. And, oh, a dropping headbutt there. Oh, but Sergey with another counter. These two are looking to go back and forth tonight. Sergeyevich, of course, is another one of the new competitors here in the Virtual Wrestling Federation. This is his pay-per-view debut. Helldrifter, of course, actually our Money in the Bank winner this year, holder of the Money in the Bank briefcase. He has not cashed it in. Likely, it looks like he may not for a while as a member of his stable, you could say, although Helldrifter has not officially joined the Dark Legion. He has teamed up with DB Black, so it makes you feel that they're kind of on the same page here. So you don't really see Helldrifter going after the heavyweight title unless something were to happen along those lines. But again, that would be our main event later on tonight. Oh, we're going for a pinfall and a 2 count for Helldrifter there. Not able to get the pin. Continuing to work on Sergeyevich there to try to do some more damage. Irish whip reverse. Helldrifter over the top rope. And a counter there to prevent being thrown out. Helldrifter back into the ring now. A counter by Sergeyevich. Ooh, and a vicious chop. Not sure happened there. A little momentary camera glitch. I apologize for that. Sergeyevich with another counter. And a headbutt there from Sergeyevich. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Sergeyevich is going for the gulag. Will Helldrifter tap? No, he did not. Sergeyevich now looks like going for a pinfall after the submission finisher attempt. Not quite. Might have gotten 2, but it was close. May not have even gotten the 2 count there. Helldrifter back on his feet. And the pennant stare by Helldrifter. And I apologize, and I called the gulag the submission finisher. Actually, not a finisher, just one of his signature moves there for Sergeyevich. Also the pennant stare, a special move for Helldrifter there. Helldrifter going for the pinfall, not getting 3. Now looks like some vicious elbows to the neck there, trying to wear him down some more. Maybe hoping to get in the devil's due. No! 6 feet under by Helldrifter. We have a pinfall. 1, 2, and kick out before 3. Sergeyevich stays in this match. Lights went off momentarily in the auditorium there. Maybe blame Lotus not working the camera and lights properly after his loss earlier. Sergeyevich looking to counter. And it looks like nice fall there by Helldrifter, going for the pin. Only a 2 count again, so the match continues here. Helldrifter with those elbows again to the neck and shoulder area. What is Helldrifter going for now? Nope. No matter, does not matter. Looks like he did not get it. Sergeyevich with the counter there. Trying to tell if Sergeyevich is posing for the crowd or catching his breath there. It's hard to tell. But a nasty club to the back on Helldrifter for sure. Oh, what do we have here? The Red Slam. Sergeyevich getting back to his feet, gaining his bearings, going for the pinfall. And only a 2 count. See the frustration on Sergeyevich's face after not getting the pinfall, after hitting the finisher. Back up, Helldrifter with a nice shoulder block there. Double axe handle to the back. Helldrifter telling him to get up. Looks like Helldrifter is not finished with Sergeyevich here. Going for a little neck wrench. Irish whip into the corner. Helldrifter going up to the top rope. Oh, and a nice little DDT there by Helldrifter. Another pennant stare by Helldrifter. Will he go for the pin, or will he go immediately for the Devil's Due or 6 foot under? He's going for the pin. And the 3 counts. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner via pinfall, Helldrifter. Quite a night for the Dark Legion, you would have to say. If you consider Helldrifter part of the Dark Legion, as I said, partner with DB Black has not officially joined the rankings, but now if you consider him part of it, the Dark Legion are 3 for 3 tonight. Does this not bode well for Wendigo later on? Does this mean DB Black will retain, or will we have an upset? Ladies and gentlemen, our VWF title match, submission between Craig Casey and Kid Nikki, is next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through our matches tonight. The following contest is a submission match. It is for the VWF television title. That means pinfalls do not count. Only way to win is via submission. Introducing first the challenger from Kansas City, Missouri, Craig Angel Casey. And his opponent, hailing from the Temple of Holy Light, he is your VWF Television Champion, Kid Nikki. Cannot tell if Kid Nikki maybe added some decorations to the belt with his own belt hanging out, or what's going on there. There is the television title that is up for grabs. Again, only way to win this match is to make your opponent tap out. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this rivalry between the two has kind of gone on for a while. Kid Nikki has always called Craig Casey, or Angel, a rookie. Kind of feels that he has not earned a win against him and has not earned the right to not be called a rookie. And Angel, I believe, going after the title of this after at our last pay-per-view Elimination Chamber, both of these men in 3 different matches, and Kid Nikki responsible for taking Angel out of all 3 of those matches. So you got to feel Angel has a little bit of a beef here. But unfortunately, with that precedent, it makes you wonder if maybe the odds aren't stacked against Angel a little bit here. Either way, 2 have faced off numerous times, hoping to see a great match between the 2 of them. This will actually be our first ever submission match for the Virtual Wrestling Federation. Craig Casey, of course, having the Pride Lock as one of his signature moves, and Kid Nikki with the Craw as one of his. See if it will be a signature move or if they reach deeper into their repertoire for other submission moves to see who will get the win. Nice little moonsault by Kid Nikki off the ropes there. He went for a punch and then kind of stopped. I figure neither man probably willing to go for a submission this early in the match. Going to soften their opponent up a little bit. Float over DDT by Kid Nikki. Kid Nikki taking the early advantage here. Will he eliminate Casey one more time? Kid Nikki getting pumped up and elbow drop. Oh, Kid Nikki going for a nice little takedown there, but Craig Casey countering it. Kid Nikki with another counter. Irish whip into the corner. Not sure how many submission moves we can do in the corner here. Does not matter. Casey with the boot to counter. Lifting Kid Nikki up for a suplex. And the gator roll by Craig Casey. Wearing his opponent down some. Going for that headlock. Oh, a nice little kick counter there by Kid Nikki. Back elbow, counter by Craig Casey, not having any of that. Will take him down with a belly-to-back suplex there. Going for a little bit of an arm lock here. Referee asking Kid Nikki if he wants to give in. Kid Nikki not going for it yet. Kid Nikki with a little bit of a flip, Hurricane Rana powerbomb. Not sure what you'd call that there. Oh, Kid Nikki with a submission move of his own now. Referee asking Casey if he wants to give in. Casey's still fighting it. Kid Nikki finally letting go. Seeing a few new moves here offensively from both of these competitors here. Let's see what else they have here in their bag of tricks. See who can pull off this submission win. See if Kid Nikki can retain the television title or if Casey will get a taste of gold. Looking like Nikki was going for a submission there. Just maybe kind of trying to get a little bit of a breather there at the moment. Nikki back on the offensive. And we have the crawl from Kid Nikki. Will Craig Casey tap out? Angel still fighting it, and no, we do not have a submission there. Float over DDT by Kid Nikki. I think even though we're not going for pinfalls, it looks like we may be going for the Shanghai surprise here. And we are. Kid Nikki figuring he will do whatever it takes to wear his opponent down. Going for, it looks like a shoulder pinch there. Still no submission yet at this point in time. Stomp to the calf by Nikki. And Hurricane Rana. And again, you kind of wonder if Kid Nikki's not going to the well once too often with this move. Well, I guess if it's working for you, you keep going with what's working. And Kid Nikki for the 4th time. Another kick to the calf by Nikki. Oh, Craig Casey saying none of that, and now countering. Whoa! Nice counter by Kid Nikki to stay on his feet. Dropping Casey with kind of a lower DDT there. Craig Casey, fireman's carry drop. Dragging him to the center of the ring, even though we cannot get a pinfall. Maybe wanted to get him away from the ropes so he could not reach the ropes. Kid Nikki kind of with a head scissors takedown. And yes, Kid Nikki with the nerve hold yet again. Match has mainly so far been all Kid Nikki. And the claw! Once more by Kid Nikki. And ladies and gentlemen, Craig Casey has submitted your winner and still VWF Television Champion, Kid Nikki. Fortunately, it looks like Craig Casey will continue to be called rookie by Kid Nikki. Did not secure the victory here tonight, but we will have to see what else is in store tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. What is this? It looks like Helldrifter is cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase. He is not going for the heavyweight title. He is going for the television title, and he is ready to go against Kid Nikki. You gotta figure, even though Kid Nikki was mainly in control of that television title match, submission match, He has got to be wore down, and that is going to give Helldrifter the advantage here. Kid Nikki playing to the crowd some. Nikki with a Irish whip into the corner. Up to the top rope. And not sure what that was. Looked vicious to both men. Another Irish whip by Kid Nikki. Helldrifter with the counter. And shoving Kid Nikki down to the ground, having none of that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, just a vicious move there. Underhook, pile driver, river sticks. Kid Nikki with the kick out though. He is still safe. Oh, Helldrifter preparing for the 6 feet under. And down goes Kid Nikki with the 6 feet under. Helldrifter dragging him into the middle of the ring to be sure. And 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your new VWF television champion by cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, Helldrifter. Really surprised by this. Kind of figured Helldrifter would hold on to the briefcase hoping for the heavyweight title. But maybe it looks like he is confident that DB Black will keep that title and wants to bring another piece of gold to the Dark Legion. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been quite an evening, and we still have 2 more title matches to go. Next up, our tag team title match, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a VWF Tag Team title match. It is a Tornado Elimination Tag match. Introducing first, from Denver, Colorado, Jack Blaze O'Reilly. And his partner, hailing from the Wastelands, the Barbarian, Toril. And their opponents, hailing from Roswell, New Mexico, your VWF Tag Team Champions, Suji Sato, Scott Doc Carity, Area 51. Now, those that do not know, a tornado tag match is where all 4 men are in the ring at the same time, and this is an elimination match, which means it is not over at the first pinfall. Both members of the team must be pinned or submit for the match to be over. Looks like we have the big men taking on the smaller men here, with Toril going after Suji and Doc going after Blaze. Looks like we have Toril sporting a new outfit in honor of the pay-per-view this evening, and Suji and Doc with a little bit of a new outfit tonight for the pay-per-view celebration as well. Doc looks like, not sure what that was. Thought it was going to be a choke slam. Looked like Blaze countered. Suji with a swinging neck breaker in retaliation, though. Toril pushing Doc away. Suji running against the ropes. Looked like maybe a falling leg drop. It was hard to tell with the 2 big men in the way. They have not gone outside the ring, and we see Suji and Doc going against each other. Of course, this match actually... Oh, wait a minute. Pinfall 1, 2, and no. Kick out by Blaze, staying alive. As I was saying before, this match actually came to be when Blaze arrived on the scene and challenged the then heavyweight champion Suji to a match. Suji obliged, said if he won, he would give Blaze a title match. Blaze did win. Unfortunately, Suji lost the heavyweight title at Elimination Chamber, but did win the tag titles, so offered Blaze a chance at the tag team titles there. He quickly took Toril as his partner. Suji again going for the pinfall. Suji wanting to end this quickly. Only getting a 2 count, though. Doc working on Toril. Suji still going after Blaze. Blaze, with a sit-down jawbreaker, you would almost say. Blaze with a club to the back. Doc throwing Toril to the ground. Nice European uppercut by Suji there. Toril getting a little bit of a counter there on Doc. Doc with a chop and then a kick. Suji going to the top rope. Toril wrenching the leg there. Suji back up to the top rope. Nice DDT by Suji. Going for another pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out. Blaze still alive. Only pinfall attempts we've had so far is Suji trying to take out Blaze. Doc content to just work over Toril here. Of course, the tag team titles were won by Suji in the Royal Rumble at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Suji survived the 20-man Battle Royal, and of course chose his longtime partner Doc as his tag team partner. It looks like we may have gotten a comeback here from Blaze. Blaze going for a Dragon Sleeper on Suji now. See if Suji will tap out. No, we are still going here. Now Blaze going for a pinfall. Kick out at 1. And Toril working over Doc on the outside here. Blaze going to the top rope. Flying elbow from the top rope onto Suji. Doc slowly getting to his feet and continuing to be pounded by Toril on the outside. Suji with a counter there. Running him against the ropes. And looks like we may see a suicide dive here by Suji. And a through the ropes DDT. All the action is spilled to the outside now. All 4 men on the outside. Toril whipping Doc into the announce table. Suji throwing Blaze back into the ring. Stomp on the elbow. Doc looked like he's taking control back on the outside, getting some revenge on Toril for the punishment inflicted on him. Going to the outside. And a nice little dive there by Suji. Oh! Blaze countering the Irish whip there. Unfortunately cannot follow up as it looks like Toril and Doc kind of interceded in the way. Suji with the double arm DDT. Toril going for the pin on Doc. Got a 2 count. Suji going up to the top rope. And jumping into nowhere. Not sure what he was doing there. Toril taking the offensive back on Doc again. Suji with a kip up and a little bit of a strut, a little bit of showmanship and flamboyancy there. Suji with a kick to the back. Toril putting Doc up on the top rope. This cannot be good here. Suji with an Irish whip. We have action in both corners, it looks like. Suji stopping for a moment there. Toril with a pin. Doc grabbed the ropes at the last second, saved himself there. Blaze taking Suji down. I missed, unfortunately, what he hit him with, but he is going for a pin. Only getting the 2 count. Slow to get to his feet here. Doc and Toril going back to the outside. Oh, RKO out of nowhere from Blaze. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, only a 2 count. Suji stays in this match. Toril going back on the outside to work on Doc some more. Blaze looked like maybe he's going to help out some. Suji's back up, so it looks like he's going back inside. Now Suji's going out, back in. Doc's on the outside, Blaze is on the outside, Suji's on the outside. Now everyone's back in but Suji. Suji is back in now. And a spin kick from Suji. Oh, and that vicious drop move. And a big swing by Doc, picking the Barbarian and spinning him around in circles. Gotta watch out for the collateral damage there. Suji or Blaze may get taken out. Only a 2 count. Stealth bomber though by Suji on Blaze. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first elimination. Blaze has been eliminated. Suji and Doc both still in the match. Doc going for the pin on Toril. And a 3 count on Toril. 2 back-to-back eliminations, ladies and gentlemen. Your winners, and still VWF Tag Team Champions, Area 51, Suji Sato and Scott Doc Carity. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. The following contest is a last man standing match, and it is for the VWF World Heavyweight title. Introducing first, from Valhalla, it is Wendigo. And his opponent, from Kansas City, Missouri, the VWF World Heavyweight Champion, D.B. Black. There's your World Heavyweight title, ladies and gentlemen, on the line tonight in this last man standing match. Both competitors ready. And here we go. Of course, last man standing match means there are no pinfalls or submissions. The winner is the one who can make his opponent not be able to stand after a 10 count. So, lots of punishment to be inflicted here in this match. Of course, automatically a no DQ, no holds barred match. Of course, does mean, unfortunately, against Wendigo, that the Dark Legion could come into play, and there is nothing that Wendigo can do about it tonight. Wendigo, of course, winning this title opportunity after winning the triple threat match against the other new VWF competitors. Beating both Lotus and Blaze to get this title opportunity. If you've been joining us all evening, you know that the Dark Legion has actually has gone for perfection so far tonight, with Madison and Mr. Apocalypse both winning their matches. A Helldrifter cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase and winning the television title. And now D.B. Black going to keep the streak going, win the heavyweight title, or is Wendigo going to provide the upset here? Count of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Wendigo is back on his feet. D.B. Black wasting no time going back to work on him, trying to make short work of this tonight. Back on his feet after 8, DB Black again just going right back to work, not letting up on Wendigo here. And Wendigo with a counter and a knee to the face. And a pop-up powerbomb out of nowhere by DB Black. Wendigo back up, and again DB Black wasting no time, not letting Wendigo get a chance to get his breath. And Wendigo finally getting a counter in and taking it back, but DB Black quickly going on the offensive. Wendigo with another counter though. Nice bulldog there by Wendigo. And wreaking havoc on the leg of DB Black. Stretching in ways not meant to be, and now just stomping a mud hole in him. DB Black having to answer the 10 count. We're up to 5. DB Black up at 8, and Wendigo following in the steps of DB Black and not allowing him to stand up before going back to work. DB Black back up. Wendigo going on the offensive again here. Not maybe quite visible from home, but I am noticing a white W onto the mask of DB Black, perhaps doing a little bit of taunting to Wendigo at this point in time. Going to the outside and now rolling back in, maybe catching a small breather while letting DB Black lay there and try to make the 10 count. These two men not letting up and letting either man have a break. DB Black not having any of that, going for a counter. Oh, and it looks like we are getting the reverse Death Valley driver. No, a counter by Wendigo there. And it looks like we are going for whiteout by Wendigo. DB Black slowly getting to his feet. Wendigo back on the offensive. Now an Irish whip by DB Black. Elbow there on the rebound. Back up, Doc going back on the offensive here as DB Black Irish whip in the corner, lifting him up to the top rope here. Going for a belly to back. Oh, it's more like a German suplex off of the top rope there. To a 7 count. And Wendigo back on his feet around 8. Black going after throwing him down again, wanting the ref to start counting again right away. back up at 6. DB Black going. Wendigo getting a counter in there to get a little bit, but DB Black with a counter of his own. Black maybe going for a little bit of a rest hold here, trying to gain his breath and wear his opponent down a little bit here. Both men showing a lot of fight tonight. Up to 5 now. 7, Wendigo stirring. 8, and getting back around the 8 mark. And as has been the case, as soon as one man gets up, the opponent is right back on them, not letting them get a chance to gain any momentum here. At 5 again. And at the 8 count, Wendigo back up, DB Black going on the offensive. Wendigo countering that Irish whip and missing with the punch there, but looks like he is setting him up on the top rope. What are we going to see from Wendigo here? Looks like we're going to get a suplex off the top rope here. I gotta say, the only thing with the last man standing match, in my opinion, is that with all these breaks and actions, it's got to make it hard for a superstar to gain momentum to be able to hit that one special move. I mean, yes, we have seen the pop-up powerbomb. We have seen the whiteout. We saw a reverse Death Valley driver tried and then countered. Oh, and speaking of whiteout, looks like Wendigo is going for it again, ladies and gentlemen. Black reaching his feet around 7. What's Wendigo going to do here? And just dropping him into the ring post and a vicious big boot and a leg drop. Ladies and gentlemen, that has got to hurt. Wendigo is almost begging DB Black to get to his feet and take some more of this. Ladies and gentlemen, DB Black cannot reach the 10 count, which means you have a new VWF World Heavyweight Champion, Wendigo. Gotta give it credit to this man. A month on the scene barely, and he has captured the gold. You've got to figure, though, DB Black is gonna be kicking that rematch clause into effect, likely at the next Thursday Night Brawl. So will Wendigo be able to hold on, or will this be a short-lived title reign? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here tonight for Breaking Point from the Virtual Wrestling Federation. If you've liked what you've seen, please go ahead, like this video, leave a comment if you'd like. Also, come visit us at VWFgroup.com. Come check out our website. Come visit our new forums. If you like what you see and you want to join in, come join us. We're happy to see you. Until next time, this is Shine51 signing off for the Virtual Wrestling Federation. Thank you and good night.